Standing in front of Pickle's plum tree. It's a tree that we planted years ago in honor of a very small sweet dog who died young. It was just 3 little sticks when we stuck it in the ground, and now it's a lot bigger. You can tell when the dogs have been rooting around for plums because they come into the house smelling of rosemary, which is what we planted around the base of Pickle's tree. Over here by the barn, we have okra. These little okras are starting to grow in there. Never grown okra before, have no idea how this works. So these are flowers that open up. They look a little bit like hibiscus flowers, and then that is actually an okra fruit. See, that's a flower, comes right off. So I don't know, we'll see. Asparagus is setting berries. Supposedly the asparagus berries will also grow asparagus plants. Maybe, possibly. Squashes, as usual, are exuberant. That is a pepita pumpkin. You don't eat the flesh of the pumpkin. You hack it open and take out the seeds. Here's a bigger one. And the seeds don't have husks on, so they're delicious, and you don't have to spend your whole night crunching 3 or 4 of them apart. That is a giant squash. It did not, I can show you my hand, it did not get very giant. So, because I planted so many sunflowers out in the squash garden this year, they kind of shaded the squashes. There's a pepita that's bigger than the giant squash. Yeah, welcome to my life. So, here we have not a rugby ball. It is spaghetti squash, and we've got a bunch of those running around in there. And I just discovered this morning a little bit of dill that's self-seeded from last year. You can see the sunflowers in the garden. You can see the goats hoping. And I'm going to put more sunflowers over the side. I already did that, guys. You've had quite a lot of sunflowers today. You can see the stalks out there. Here's little goat noses. Hi, little goat noses. You are adorable, but I'm not talking about goats right now. I'm talking about sunflowers. So I've come out and bagged a few of the sunflowers I like best. And then I wrote on the bags, what is in this bag? Because when they're all dried up, it's sort of hard to tell them apart. So inevitably there are zucchinis. Of course there are zucchinis. There's one right there. We'll probably eat that one for dinner. And here's something that makes me so happy. Butternut squashes. So this is a variety called butter bush. They don't sprawl. They're a bush habit. And that one's, they ripen a lot faster than your standard butternut, and they're a much more reasonable size. So see, this one is about the size of my hand. So, and they're already ripe. The standard butternuts are still green, but these ones are ripe. The vines are starting to die back. We will be harvesting those in the next week or 2. So yeah, we got bumblebees. Here's one. Working hard on the sunflowers. Oh, there he is. She, they. And there it is.